Basic Education says these tests will run until Friday, the 19th of September. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshega urged all parents to take an active interest in these tests and support their children in preparation and writing of ANAs. Gerald Sambo from the Mpumalanga Department of Education joins us now from our Nelspruit studio. Good afternoon, Gerald, and thank you for your time on the PM News Desk.
Yes, good afternoon, and good afternoon to all your viewers.
ANA's due to wrap up tomorrow, Gerald. What measures are in place to make sure the children of Njonjela are not left behind?
Well, what we are going to do as a department, we are going to request the school to make the internal arrangements to allow the learners to write ANA. But maybe to highlight, you see, the writing of ANA, what we do in terms of the marking, we're not marking all the scripts of the learners in the province, but we are doing a random sampling of the scripts of these learners. This will help us to identify, you see, because if, let's say you marked about 100 scripts out of 1,000, for example, then in those hundreds you'll then identify the areas where these learners may be lacking, and then you're able to address those areas. Even if it means that you must train the educators, maybe the educators may be lacking somewhere, you take them under training. If it means you need to look at the syllabus, you then look at that. So we don't necessarily think that the learners at Njonjela Primary School would be adversely affected by this, because in the main we're not going to mark all the scripts of the learners in the province. However, we are going to encourage the school to make internal arrangements for the learners to write, so that when these marking processes come, they also check the learners as to how did they fare during the ANA, and which areas would they need to address and all that.
Gerald, parents say your department has known about the school's state of disrepair. This school is dilapidated since 1996, that's 17 years. Why the delay in repair, Gerald?
As a department, we have a school infrastructure development program that looks into making sure that all our schools are in good shape, safe for learning and teaching. In this regard, as a department, we have done our assessment of the school, and we've included it in the priority list of the schools that require a renovation.
But does it take 17 years to finalize an assessment, Gerald?
No, not really, but if you look at the program that we had as a department, we had to build new schools. We also have to look into the other schools that had the same challenge as Njonjela, but also you look at the natural disasters, they come in, they blow away schools, where to focus and all that. We are concerned about the circumstances at Njonjela. That is why we felt that it is prudent that we include it in our priority list, so that we start attending to its challenges and we renovate the school so that the environment is conducive for teaching and learning. And what we're going to do, we are willing to meet with the SGB to discuss with them what are the plans that we have as a department to renovate the school. We were supposed to meet them last week, but they were not willing to meet us as a department. But we are going to pursue and make sure that we schedule a meeting where we'll sit down with them and discuss the plans for the school. However, in the meantime, what we're going to do as a department, as an alternative measure for now, we are going to secure mobile classrooms for the school, so that the learners in the meantime are studying under conditions that are conducive for teaching and learning.
Gerald Sambo from the Mpumalanga Department of Education, thank you for your time on the PM News Desk.